So I haven't did a video in a while, but I got this revelation and I just figured I would share it. And I pray that it blesses whoever. So I got this revelation that, okay, so there's a saying out there that says the teacher is always quiet during the test. So keep that in mind. So as I'm on the way home, God is like ministering to me. And he's like telling me, my children think that I'm not there. So many of my children think that I'm not there. Like I'm just not around. Like I'm just ignoring everything they're going through. Like I'm just nowhere with them. I'm not near them or anything. When that is not true. And I've definitely felt like that. I'm like, God, where you at? And for me, I know it's not even that God has left me. It's more of I've gotten a little too far out and distant from him. And we all have those moments and things. So I was thinking about when I was reading a couple of chapters in the book of Ruth. And what you realize when you read the book of Ruth is that there is no direct dialogue from God. There's no direct dialogue. There's a lot of chapters in the Bible where there is direct dialogue from God. Like God said this and God said that. But in the book of Ruth, there was no direct dialogue. And God is like, well, just because there was no direct dialogue does not mean that he was not he was not with Naomi. He was not with Ruth. He was not with the different characters that was in the book of Ruth. He was there. He was indeed there. And how he was there was through just their worship, through their actions, through the things that they were in their decisions and what they were doing. And I looked it up on Google because I was like, well, let me see. Let me double check. And Google said that there was no direct dialogue. And it is a very fascinating book because there was no prophets. There was no divine intervention. There was no supernatural, spectacular. There was no bush that was on fire where God was talking. And I know we heard it a lot where it's saying like God, we expect God to show up in the way that we expect God to show up, if that makes sense. Like, I think a lot of times the reason why we miss God in what he's saying to us is because we already made up in our mind how we expect for him to speak to us, how we expect for him to have his dialogue with us, how he expect for him to answer us. We made that up in our head. Like, okay, I'm looking for God in this tree. I made that up in my head. So all day, all week, all year, all this time, I'm looking for him in this tree, and I done missed him. I missed him showing up in different areas. I missed him showing up in just the actions and the decisions. And there's, like I said in the beginning, there's a popular phrase that says, the teacher is always quiet during the test. So I just got this aha moment because I'm like, I'm in a test, ain't I? I'm in a test. So if you ever feel like, man, I feel like God is quiet in my life, or I just don't feel close, like not even that you just off sinning, it's just feel like there's a disconnect. It feels like it's that disconnect between you and God. Maybe you're in a test. Maybe you're taking an exam. And whatever that test or exam may be, that's between you and him. So I just wanted to share that because that was just like a revelation that I got, plus a couple more, but I don't got the words to say those other ones because I just don't know what to say. But anyways, yeah.